That's not what I meant, dummy. What I meant was you guys like to do the whole if you ain't dark skinned period then you ain't black. When I'm the one that actually does the research, y'all don't even know what boat y'all family came off of. Y'all just look at your skin color and just fucking say, I'm black. I'm more black than you. I know more about my fucking history than you do. You just dark. That's it. You ain't black. You cosplaying. That's what it is. How the fuck you gonna claim something and not know shit about it? Not only that, but African Americans, y'all ain't even fucking African. You just descended from Africans. Y'all from America. Y'all were born here. So the fuck you saying you African for anyway? Don't even know what part of Africa your family came from. You just gonna rely on ancestry.com. Can't even locate it. Make it make sense.
Chile, hold up. I gotta get my beans off the stove, so I gotta make this introduction quick. But I will say this. I say all the time that the main people who are pretending to be black hate black people. And I just love that she proves my point for me. Oh my God, I love it so much. And also, side note, when she tried to suck her teeth in the end, she was like, girl, you can't even suck your teeth like a black person, but you're false claiming it. Hold up, let me go get my beans, and then let's get into it. First of all, them beans, oh baby, falling off the bone. All right, now it's time to get into this video. First of all, I made a video responding to something that this woman had said a couple weeks ago, and I'll put the link to that video up there, right? She was talking about she's Afro-Indigenous, but I mean, well, let's open our eyes and take a good peek, take a good gander. Clearly, there's nothing Afro about this woman, right? So I had to clock it, right? Okay, now, this is the thing. Ever since then, her notifications have been popping up for me like, oh, so-and-so's posted a new video. Because, you know, as soon as you interact with something, and that's what I can't stand about the internet now. As soon as you Google something, you start getting ads for it and all of this stuff. And it's like, I don't even want all that. You're doing too much, right? So ever since I interacted with this woman's video, I keep getting notifications like so-and-so posted again, right? So finally I went and clicked and I looked at her page and I stumbled across this, okay? So I'm going to respond to her comments in the order that they appear in her video. So let me go rewatch it. Hold up, so I can make sure I'm on the right page. The first thing this woman says is, you guys like to do the whole if you ain't dark skinned period, you ain't black thing. Now let's clear something up, because I've noticed a vast switcheroony occurring, right? I've noticed that non-black people are now pretending that they're light skinned, okay? So non-black people like this woman will pretend that they are light-skinned black people and that black people are wrong for gatekeeping things from them. But let's clear something up, right? There is a difference between being a light-skinned black person and being a non-black person who does not have copy paper white skin, okay? So if you are a non-black person who happens to not be the color of straight-up copy paper, that doesn't mean you're a light-skinned black person, right? And I gotta defend my light-skinned brothers and sisters, because high key, these people is playing in y'all faces. They really are. And the best way I can describe this, right? Because mind you, my work bestie is light skinned. Now, we don't even work together no more, but I love her. We still keep in contact. We go to all of each other's stuff. Like that is my BFF, period, okay? The way that I'll describe it is, when you look at a light-skinned black person, yes, their skin is lighter, yes, right? But they still have a black person's face, right? Versus when you look at a non-black person, their skin is lighter and they do not have a black person's face. And y'all about to be like, a black person's face, what does that mean? Look, I don't know the measurements or whatever else off the top of my head, but I'll tell you right now, black people have certain features. Like, look, realistically, right? If I was born albino, if I came out with my skin white, everybody would be able to look at me and tell that I'm not a white person, even though my skin is white, because I'd still have a black person's face, right? That is what I'm saying. Light-skinned black people have black people's faces. They just happen to have lighter skin. This woman is not a light-skinned black person. That's the first thing to clock about this tea, okay? Because a lot of non-black people in the last year or so have been attempting to step into the light-skinned identity and pretend that they're on the same playing field as a light-skinned black person. And you're not, bitch. Step back. Step back. Back, you vile cave stepper. Now, if this woman was a light-skinned black person who had said this, right, oh, y'all like to do the whole if you're not dark-skinned, you're not black thing, then there would have been some valid conversations to have within our community. Absolutely. But the fact that this is a non-black woman, something Look, something non-black people do is they pretend to be black people and then they say ignorant shit in order to cause strife amongst actual black people. And I still have to record a video about something that I saw the other day. There was somebody who commented like, yeah, us black Caribbeans don't do this, so and so and so. And I got on their ass because I was like, bitch, you a damn lie. But then afterwards, I went and I clicked on this woman's page and she wasn't even black. This woman was not black at all, right? And I said, you came here pretending to be a black Caribbean. Now, mind you, I guess you a Caribbean, right? But you're not a black one. You're not a black one, right? But you came to the comments pretending to be a black Caribbean, attempting to cause strife between different groups of black people, you know, African Americans versus Caribbeans, right? But you're not even black. And that's something to clock. Now, this is my thing, right? We have a lot of conversations to have within our community. Like, in this case, you know, a dark skin versus light skin conversation. In that case, an African American versus Caribbean conversation. Absolutely, right? But it's not non-black people's job to step into black identities and attempt to cause strife and division. It's not. So again, we gotta clock it. So let's continue with her driveling, right? So she says, yeah, y'all like to say if you ain't dark skinned, you not black, but I'm the one who does the research. Y'all don't even know what boat y'all family came off of. Baby girl, I don't have to know if today is Monday or Tuesday. I don't have to know if the sun rises in the east or the west. I don't have to know none of that because I'm black and you're not. You can do all of the researching in the world and guess what? You're still not going to be black. This is something that I have to stress to people. I have to make people understand, okay? See, you have to overcompensate with your blackness with, you know, quotation marks, right? Blackness, alleged, you know, your alleged blackness, right? You have to overcompensate with that because you're not black. Baby, I'm black, okay? I don't have to research shit. I'm black. I simply am. That's what y'all not understanding. See, you have to go the extra mile and do this and do that and all of this other stuff, but I don't have to because I'm just black, okay? Now, if a black person chooses to research genealogy or whatever, you know, good for them, cool, right? But no amount of researching is ever going to make you black, and no amount of not researching is ever going to make me not black. And something that I have to, you know, call some attention to is the fact that you all think that you can, like, you know, politic your way into some degree of blackness. Oh, well, I made fried chicken for dinner, so I'm blacker than you. What are we talking about here, right? But this is something I have to say all the time, though. A lot of you all think that you can catch the blackness, like it's a code or something. If I sneeze too hard, you gonna catch the black, right? If you research enough or cook enough fried chicken or whatever, you magically gonna become black. But that's not how it works, baby. You can do whatever you want to do, girl. You can, like I said, do the shoulder lean, and guess what? You're still not gonna be black because you're not black. Period, point blank. Like, this woman then proceeds to say, y'all just look at your skin color and say, I'm black. I'm more black than you. Wait, hold up. Let me redo that imitation. You just look at your skin color and say, dog diggity, I'm black. I'm more black than you, my homie, yo. I had to make it a little bit more, you know, historically accurate, right? Let's get something together. First of all, skin color is not the only thing that makes you black. There are people from India who are darker than me, and they are not black people, right? But you're not black. Baby, you could be dark skinned. You still would not be black because you're not black. Like, what are we talking about here, right? And then she says, I'm blacker than you. Who you blacker than? Who you blacker than? You're not even blacker than Chrissy. You're not... Chrissy, open your eyes, girl. Come on now. Like, come on now, right? You're not even blacker than a baby doll, girl. You're not blacker than, I don't know, what's something that's not black? You're not even blacker than casserole, bitch. And casserole is about as white as it comes. You're not blacker than shit because you're not black. Record scratch. Like, you're not black, Bookie. But what are we talking about? Like, you not blacker than nothing. It doesn't matter how much genealogical research you do. It does not matter how many chicken you fry. It doesn't matter how much rhythm you have, baby. You're not black, period. Because look, blackness simply is. There's no, oh, well, if you do this or that, you're black. But if you don't, you're not. I simply am black. I don't have to do shit else. I'm black, bitch, period. End sentence, full stop, right? But you sitting here talking about, well, I do genealogical research, so I'm blacker than you. You're not blacker than shit, bitch. You're not blacker than nothing, bitch. You're not blacker than shit, bitch. You're not blacker than nothing, bitch. You're not black. Like, what are we talking about? Can we focus on the amount of, hatred in this bitch voice? She was like, I'm more black than you. You're just dark. That's it. Ooh, like, y'all, tell me if I'm tripping. Like, first of all, hold up, side note, I look good. Like, ooh, sometimes I'll be recording, I'm like, girl, you was falling off the bone. Like, ooh, be for real, right? But let me get back on task. Let me get back on focus, right? Maybe I'm tripping. Because look, hold up, wait. It could be the Remy talking. Hold up. It could be, I could be a little bit like, out of my sorts. But it was a little bit like, emotion behind it. You're just dark. You're not blacker than me, you big lip black baboon bitch. Like, what are we talking about? First of all, I am blacker than you. Clock it, bitch. Hold up, wait. Let's be for real. Let's pretend the ancestors came down to earth today. Who you think they gonna look at and be like, oh yeah, that's my descendant. Me or you? You with your genealogical research. Like, what do you think, buddy-o? Like, I honestly, I don't think the ancestors are going to recognize you as black. Again, you can do as much genealogical research and know where whoever came off of as much as you want. But guess what, again? You're not black. Guess what, bitch? I can sit here on my ass. I don't have to do shit. I can sit here like a bump on a motherfucking log. And you can sit there, you can research all day. Oh, my ancestors came from so and so. Well, your ancestor. Okay, wait. Singular, because, bitch, how many black ancestors you got? Clock it, right? So, hold up, right? Let's be accurate, right? You can sit here and research as much as you want what both your ancestor, singular, came off of. But again, bitch, you're not black. Cope with it, bitch. Come to terms with the fact that you're not black. Look, the funny thing is, hold up, wait, like, let me get myself oriented, right? The funny thing is, you are the same people who hate black people. You sitting here talking about, you're just dark. Guess what? My ancestors were dark too, bitch. My ancestors didn't look like your goofy ass. Them people coming off them ships didn't look like your dumb ass. That's the funny thing, right? You sitting here talking about you blacker than somebody because you researching ABC and XYZ, and guess what? Didn't a single motherfucker coming off them ships look like your goofy ass? They look like me. I'm every nigga. It's all in me. And that's why you bitches are mad. Because I'm the image of blackness. I look like my ancestors. When your ancestors are awakened, right? They're looking for somebody who looks like me. Bitch, I double dog dare you to wake up a motherfucking black ancestor. Do you really think they're gonna respond to you? Let's be so for real with ourselves. You really think they'll be like, oh, descendant, what's up with you? They gonna be like, bitch, who the fuck are you? Again, you can get on here on TikTok talking as much talk as you want about genealogical research, and guess what, bitch? You can research why the cow jumped over the motherfucking moon, and guess what? The ancestors still will not recognize you because, well, you guessed it, you're not black. This woman proceeds to say, you're just dark, that's it. You're not even black, you're just cosplaying. Am I tripping, or do the jokes write themselves? Because recall in the first video that I made about this woman, she was on TikTok talking about, I'm 30% indigenous. Nobody can tell me that I'm not Afro-indigenous. Yo thirsty ass is claiming being indigenous off a whack-ass 30%. And like I said in that video, I'm lucky and blessed to not only be unambiguously racially black, but unambiguously ethnically black American. I don't have to be out here searching for where I belong and telling folks, well, I'm 12% this. So golly gee willikers, this is my place, right? I don't have to be out here lost in the motherfucking sauce the way that you do, right? But you on here talking about somebody else's cosplaying. You a whole white bitch with feather earrings on, acting like that make you Native American, and calling yourself black, but you saying that somebody else is cosplaying. Like, bitch, the math not math. And y'all remember what? Y'all remember in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I forget what somebody said to Will, and he was like, carry the tool. Like, bitch, that's how I feel, because the math is not mathing. The math is not quite there. You talking about somebody else cosplaying, but bitch, who are you? Who are you? Look in the mirror. What do you see? Because it's not a black woman. But you're sitting here hooting and hollering about actual black women, actual black people, right? But we know what it's really about, because non-black bitches, they whole beef be with black women. They don't never have none of this energy, none of this rah-rah with black men. We know what like really be going on, right? You don't see a black woman when you look in the mirror, bitch. Yet you're sitting here, you're cosplaying. You're talking about dark-skinned black people. The image of motherfucking blackness, might I remind you, right? Are cosplaying. Are you out your fucking mind? So the woman, she gets into, trying to be xenophobic. Oh, African Americans, you're not even African. You're American. You were born here. Okay, if an African American is not African, then what the fuck are you? Like, hold up, y'all, because wait. In the first video I posted, y'all, because you got to call it out, right? She had made a video cooking fufu, right? And she was talking about, yeah, my mom's side has Nigerian lineage, so and so and so. Okay, so you cooking fufu, and you talking about African Americans are not African. So again, what the fuck are you exactly? Because, okay, this is, look, hold up now, right? First of all, wait, before I even get into that, right? non-black people stay trying to cause some ethnic divide. Now, don't get me wrong. As black people, we're going to have our differences. Africans, Caribbeans, black Americans. But I encourage you all to not be stupid enough to let non-black people play on those differences. Because as much shit as I talk about Africans, baby, let me tell you, if a non-black person tries to talk shit about Africans, I'm like, actually, bitch, I'm from the Unaka tribe. Fuck is you talking about, bitch? What are you talking about, right? I will never let a non-black person talk shit about any black person, period, point fucking blank. Because the fact of the matter is this. It is not possible for non-black people to only hate some black people. Now, they might sit there and tell you that is the case, right? Like, this woman pretends that her only issue is with African Americans, but this bitch hate every black person. Like, let's be for real. You can hear it in her voice. You're just dark. Right? This bitch hates every black person, right? That's the first thing, okay? Now, this is my thing. Hold up. Wait. That Remy hit. Let me gather my thoughts. Hold up. Oh, I know what my next point was, right? So as African Americans, we understand that genetically we are West African, right? Come on, ancestors got taken from Africa. Like, whoop, have you ever heard of transatlantic slavery? What, right? But as an African American, you may identify differently. There are some African Americans who do identify as African because they're like, hey, you know, if it wasn't for slavery and white people, I would have been born in Africa. Fair, valid, right? There are some African Americans who don't identify as African because, you know, well, we haven't been there in who knows how long, so culturally, we're not African, right? But the fact remains that who do you think you are telling somebody who is genetically African that they are not African, but your goofy white ass is? Like, Chile, I'm sorry, I'm lost. You telling African Americans, you're not even African. Bitch, what do you think you are? You looking at somebody who looks like me, telling me that I'm not African, but you are? I'm sorry, like, what is going on here? Like, what is happening? Now, at this point, a little text box pops up and says, go to Africa and say you're Nigerian. With some little laughing emojis, right? Because she's pushing the point, you're not African, right? And I'm laughing so hard at this. Y'all, look, if you've been subscribed to me for a couple years, you know why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because when I first got on YouTube, y'all, people insisted that I was secretly Nigerian. They would be up under my YouTube like, you're a tether, you're not really black American, you're just pretending, so and so and so. There were so many conspiracy theories. Some people would say that I was born in Nigeria and I moved here. Some people would say I was born here, but my parents were Nigerian, etc., etc., etc. That was a huge conspiracy for a long time. I was constantly getting comments from people like, oh, I thought you were Nigerian, right? So I'm laughing that this is the example that she used because, bitch, I could go to Africa and say I was Nigerian and I'd blend right the fuck in. If I went to Nigeria right now today and I didn't say nothing, they would think I was Nigerian. The only thing that would tip me off is if I started talking and, well, clearly I don't sound Nigerian, baby. I sound Detroitian, bitch, West African who? Bitch, I'm West Detroitian. Fuck is you talking about, right? But my point is this. Yeah, I could go to Africa and say I was Nigerian, but you can't because, again, who are you? Like, this... This makes me think of the Vampire Diaries. Oh my goodness. There was a season with the Travelers, right? I watched that show long ago, right? So I don't remember the details. But the Travelers were like people who would hijack people's bodies, right? And the only way you could tell, I think if you looked in somebody's eyes, you might be able to like see something, right? And it's like, bitch, who are you? Because you're not who you say you are. You're not who you say you are, bitch. You a traveler. You hijacking some shit. What is going on here, right? And it's so particularly funny, right? Because, mind you, like I said, I'm from Detroit, right? And growing up in Detroit, nobody was ever like, you look kind of different. Where your people's from? What's going on here, right? We all look like this. We could all go to Africa and say we was whatever, and wouldn't nobody, like, think anything of it, right? Because we are black. We are genetically African. We are black, right? But you're not, bitch. If you went to Africa and said you were anything, they'll be like, who? What? What are you, bitch? Huh? What is going on here? Because you're not black. So, like, what? You trying to take jabs at African Americans, but you look fucking stupid, bitch, because you are fucking stupid. To be fair, y'all, hold up. Oh, I have to stop again because I look so good. Oh, my goodness. So, normally, my phone is set to not have the blue light filter on because blue light is bad for you. So my phone always has like this orange tinge, right? And it's funny because whenever people pick up my phone, they're like, why does it look like this? Because I have the blue light turned off. But when you turn the blue light off on your phone, you can't just do it for 24 hours. Like, it won't let you for some reason. So I have mine turned off until like 12:58 a.m. And then like it comes back on for a couple minutes, and I'm not gonna hold you, it just came on, and I'm like, damn, like bitch, I look good. Like, but anyway, let me get back on task again, y'all, right? My thing is this. Right? I was getting Nigerian allegations to the point where, baby, I dropped my motherfucking Afrobeats album a couple years ago. Y'all remember that? I'm in the village, G-thing, foo-foo, and I smell like doo-doo. I got a bucket on my head, and I'm going to the watering well. Ooh, back way, ooh, back way, ha. Ooh, back way, ooh, back way, oh. I'm in the jungle. Wait, what's the next part? Hold up, wait. I'm in the jungle, sleeping tight that night. Then we wake up and we have our little tribal fights. Ooh, back way, ooh, back way, ha. Ooh, back way, ooh, back way, ho. I'm in the jungle, I'm in the village, I'm pounding foo-foo every day and night. I mean, like, come on, y'all. I had a whole Afrobeats album. Come on, Cornbread and Foo-Foo Volume 1. Bitch, download it. Fuck is you talking about? No, but realistically, I need to get in the studio for real, because I be making some bangers. Fuck is y'all talking about? I beg with the African rap. The way you walk, that is African walk. The way you talk, that is African talk. The way you sleep, that is African sleep. The way you hang your head and cry, that is African weep. Like, y'all niggas was claiming that I was African, specifically Nigerian, for the longest time, right? That's why I think that it's so funny that this goofy ass bitch, hold up, this dumb doodle head, talking about go to Africa and claim you're Nigerian with some laughing emojis. Bitch, I very well could. I very well motherfucking could. Matter of fact, I very well might motherfucking do that, because I'm planning my trip to Africa for next year. I might just go to Nigeria and claim I'm Nigerian just because. Because, bitch, you look like a goddamn fool telling African Americans we cannot go to Africa and claim we African. Because you really think that African Americans are not black, but you are? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, now, don't get me wrong. If this bitch was actually black trying to prove a point about, oh, you're not African because of whatever reason, okay. But, bitch, you're not black. Like, the delusion is like, I'm confused. So then she says, don't even know what part of Africa your ancestors came from. You just go rely on Ancestry.com. But guess what, bitch? When I go on Ancestry.com, guess what the fuck pop up? Africa. When you go on Ancestry.com, guess what's going to pop up? Italy, France, England, dumb doodle head, because you're not black. Like, what are we talking about? I don't need to know what part of Africa my ancestors came from. I'm black, bitch. And you sitting here cracking these jokes about transatlantic slavery, about the fact that African Americans don't know what part in Africa our ancestors came from. But first of all, that shit is stupid, because it's like, as an African American, I'm probably 10% Nigerian, 10%, and then no, wait, forget about Nigerian. No, I'm probably 10% Yoruba, 10% Ashanti, 10% that, 10% that. So it's like, you really can't point to one place, right? But your dumb noodle head ass is talking about you don't know what part of Africa you came from. Well, guess what, bitch? Guess what I do know? I know for a fact that you didn't motherfucking come from Africa. You really think somebody who looked like you was on them slave ships? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? That somebody who looked like you was in West Africa getting abducted by slave catchers? What are we talking about here? Like, we've lost control of the plot. Like, we're all over the place. So she ends this raggedy ass video talking about, make it make sense. She can't even suck her teeth like a black person. You know what I noticed as a black person though, and I'm not going to go into the details, because you know non-black people will watch and they constantly studying us. Like this woman, right? They're constantly studying us and trying to put on that mask and pretend to be us, right? But something I noticed as a black person is that different types of black people suck their teeth differently. And I noticed that because I'm African American, but my best friend is Caribbean, and we don't suck our teeth the same, right? But that's not even the point of this. This bitch, you suck your damn teeth like I don't even know. What is you doing, dumb doodle head? You don't, well, golly gee willikers. You're not even African. Bitch, shut up. You're not even black. Bitch, shut up. That's, you know what? And a lot of this shit can be, like, ended with a simple, bitch, shut up. Like, I'm sorry, but one thing I hate about the internet is that the dumbest motherfuckers got a platform. Like, the stupidest motherfuckers. Imagine the dumbest person you know in real life and how they should not be saying shit in front of nobody and nobody should be taking it seriously, right? But on the internet, they have access to a platform and everybody has to see it and hear it and shit. Just look, shut all this down with a bitch. Shut up. As stated, I don't have to research shit. I can sit here and stare at the motherfucking wall and guess what? I'm still gonna be black. And you can research as much as you want and guess what? You're never gonna be black, bitch. Cope with it. You said there's about African Americans, they know where they're from. Guess what, bitch? I know you can pull this motherfucking dick from your mouth because you sound fucking stupid. Again, I keep telling y'all, let's just tell motherfuckers, bitch, shut up. Like, oh, shut up. Bitch, you sitting here talking about African Americans are not black. Dark-skinned black people ain't black just because we dark-skinned, but you're black? I'm sorry, am I in the motherfucking Twilight Zone? Is it giving like, what are we talking about? What exactly are we talking about here? A couple years ago, I made a video about an interaction I had on Facebook, and it was with a non-black woman, and she was literally like, oh, well, I have a degree in African and African American studies, so I'm black. I went to an HBCU, so I'm black. I said, bitch, you're still not black. You're a non-black person who went to an HBCU and studied African and African American studies. That's like saying that I'm Asian if I go study abroad in Asia. That's like saying I'm Asian if I get a degree in Asian studies. No, I'm just a black person who studied abroad in Asia and got a degree in Asian studies. What are we talking about here, right? But for some reason, non-black people think that they can step into blackness. Girl, you can't study your way into blackness. You sitting around talking about, well, I'm blacker than you because I did the genealogical research. Bitch, research this dick into your motherfucking mouth because you're not black. Like, what are we talking about? What are we saying here, right? And it's offensive to me as a black person because blackness is beautiful. Blackness is amazing, right? And you think you can step your ragamuffin ass into blackness? That's what you think? Like, ooh, girl, when I tell you the math don't math there, ooh. Let me tell you something, Bookie Bye. Let me tell you something. We're putting up the levies. We're keeping the riffraff out, okay? Like, it's giving bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Come on, now, look. Let me tell you something, the fun thing about blackness, right? See, now you as a non-black person, you have to overcompensate to try to be considered black. Now, you're still not going to be considered black because, I mean, you're not black. But my point is, me as a black person, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Bitch, if I wanted to eat casserole, I could, and I would still be black. I could sit here singing American Pie, and I'll still be black. I can do whatever white-ass shit I want to do, and I'll still be black. And guess what? You can't. If you got on here singing American Pie, everybody be like, bitch, well, you're clearly not black, right? But meanwhile, nobody can ever question my blackness because it's there. It's innate. It simply is what I am. So, bitch, keep coping. Keep researching. Keep genealogicaling, bitch, because, I mean, like, well, you trying hard to be something that you're not, right? And it doesn't matter how hard you try. Guess what? You still gonna have to be mad at my beautiful dark-skinned blackness with your raggedy ragamuffin, roughneck ass, period.